The pen that changed the world. This is the BIC Crystal, arguably one of the most successful products ever created. No matter where you are on the planet, you'll find this pen in homes, offices, schools, pretty much everywhere. This iconic design has traveled to every corner of the globe, and chances are, at some point in your life, you've held one in your hand. Since its debut in 1950, over 100 billion BIC Crystal pens have been sold worldwide, leaving every other best-selling product far behind. Remarkably, its design has barely changed in over 70 years, and it still reigns supreme on desks around the world. With 14 million units sold every single day, this humble pen's impact on the world is nothing short of monumental. Pen prices dropped dramatically, literacy rates soared. But what exactly made this pen so wildly successful? We've examined every detail to reveal the incredible story behind the BIC Crystal, and how its ingenious use of physics crafted the perfect pen design. To truly appreciate its revolutionary nature, we need to travel back in time. The history of the pen. Long ago, pens were costly and cumbersome. Traditional quills were messy and had to be constantly dipped in ink. Because of this, writing was considered an art form, reserved only for those skilled enough to handle a pen. Then came the fountain pen. With its metallic nib and internal ink reservoir, it was a step forward, yet the nib scratched the paper. Ink flow was inconsistent, and the pens remained expensive, costing about $150 in today's money. At that time, only around 20% of the world's population could read and write. And these challenges certainly didn't help improve that. A game-changing invention. By the late 19th century, American inventor John Loud devised a mechanism, using a small ball to feed ink onto the page instead of a nib. This ballpoint concept promised a smoother, more even ink distribution, preventing blotches. Though his design worked well on tough surfaces, it was too harsh for paper, so his pen never caught on. Decades passed and many attempted to perfect the ballpoint pen, but none succeeded. If the ball was too tight, the ink clogged. If too loose, ink leaked and smeared. Manufacturing tiny balls with precision was incredibly challenging. Enter Laszlo Biro. Then came Laszlo Biro, a name you might recognize. He realized the key wasn't just the ball, but the ink itself. At the time, most pens used thin, water-based ink, which was slow to dry, leaky, and soaked into paper fibers. Ink flow depended on gravity, causing inconsistent writing depending on the pen's angle. Biro experimented with oil-based inks, thicker, quick-drying, and designed to sit on top of paper rather than soaking in. This was a stroke of genius. It unleashed a unique physical phenomenon called capillary action, which mysteriously pulled ink onto the ball without relying on gravity or external forces. Understanding capillary action. Capillary action is what lets water climb tree roots and nutrients flow through our bodies. You can see it yourself by placing a thin tube in water. The liquid climbs up inside the tube against gravity. This happens because the attraction between the liquid and the tube's walls is stronger than the attraction among liquid particles themselves. In Biro's pen, this effect worked upside down. Ink was drawn through the ultra-thin tip walls onto the ball, ensuring it was always coated with ink. A quick note, sponsored by AnyDesk. Biro patented his design and sent the paperwork. Well, not with AnyDesk because it didn't exist back then. But today's sponsor, AnyDesk, is a remote access tool that lets you control your computer from anywhere in the world. All animations in this video were made on a MacBook but rendered on a PC. With AnyDesk, I can send Blender files to my PC and start rendering no matter where I am. It also makes sending files between computers easy without uploading to the cloud. Even on slow internet, AnyDesk is lightning fast, using a special codec to transfer video at very low bit rates without losing quality. It works across all platforms and is free for personal use with custom plans for businesses. To get AnyDesk for free and support the channel, visit anydesk.com/primalspace. Perfecting the ballpoint. Developing the BIC Crystal. To truly master the ballpoint, Biro designed a pen that pulled ink onto the ball, without relying on gravity or moving parts, delivering a smooth, consistent line. His pen became popular in South America, but there was a major hurdle. The cheapest model cost an astonishing $190 in today's money, making it too expensive for mass-market success. At that time, only about 33% of the world was literate. And pens were still luxury items. Marcel Bicque's vision. Then, French manufacturer Marcel Bicque discovered Biro's design and saw potential. He bought the patents for $2 million and began refining the pen to make it affordable for mass production. Using cutting-edge Swiss watchmaking technology, he developed a method to produce tiny stainless steel balls with incredible precision, accurate to fractions of a millimeter. Instead of metal barrels, he invested in machines to mold plastic, which was a relatively new material at the time. The BIC crystal design. The final product may look simple, but its design is near perfect. No springs, no moving parts, just clever engineering where every element serves multiple purposes. The hexagonal barrel, like a pencil, prevents the pen from rolling off tables and improves grip. Made from polystyrene, it's strong, cheap, and transparent, letting users see the ink level. A tiny hole in the barrel allows air in to replace the ink as it's used. The specially formulated ink maximizes capillary action while producing clean lines. The stainless steel ball, machined with incredible accuracy, spins freely to deposit ink smoothly. When idle, the ball seals the tip, preventing leaks. Even when upside down, capillary action and surface tension keep ink from spilling out. The cap also doubles as a clip, made from impact-absorbing polypropylene, preventing cracks. This brilliantly simple design solved every problem that had plagued previous pens. And best of all, it hit the market in 1950 at just $2. How the BIC crystal changed the world. It was an instant hit, selling around 10,000 units daily in France during its first year. Marcel noticed English speakers mispronounced his name. So he dropped the The BIC brand was born. He understood economies of scale and quickly expanded globally, setting up factories worldwide. By 1953, BIC crystal sales hit 40 million pens a year, and the pen conquered the world. Suddenly, anyone who wanted to write or draw could do so easily and affordably. The world had quietly been waiting for this product, and it arrived just at the right moment. Over the next 5 decades, more than 100 billion pens were sold, and global literacy rates soared from 35% to nearly 90%. It's almost impossible to imagine life without the BIC crystal. And the fact that its design remains virtually unchanged since day one speaks volumes about its perfection. Giveaway announcement. Now, for the Primal Space giveaway. Congratulations to Adrien, the winner of the last giveaway. For the next giveaway, we're giving away a Primal Space design space shuttle print, available in our store. To enter, just sign up at the link below, like this video, and leave a comment telling us what you think of this pen's design. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.